You know that feeling when you're just going through the motions, when life feels a little, I don't know, muted.
Yeah, like the colors seem a bit dull. Maybe the music's just a bit off-key.
Exactly. It's not always like outright sadness, but there's that quiet hum of something's missing. You might not even be able to put your finger on it.
That subtle sense that the zest is dwindled,
Yeah.
your usual enthusiasm is kind of faded.
Yeah. Have you ever felt that quiet hum?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a really common experience, this feeling of having lost your spark, your joy. It can creep up on you, subtly at first,
Right.
until one day you realize you're just existing, maybe, instead of truly living.
Mm.
But what if you could not only recognize those subtle signs, but also, well, discover real, tangible ways to reignite that spark and keep it burning bright?
That's exactly what we're diving into today. We've looked at a whole lot of insights on health, psychology, well-being, and we're going to unpack the most valuable nuggets, our mission, to give you a shortcut, really, to understanding what it means to lose your spark, maybe why it happens, and most importantly, how to get it back for good.
Yeah, how to actually do something about it.
Okay, let's unpack this. Think of your inner spark, maybe not like a light switch, but more like a campfire.
Okay, I like that analogy.
Sometimes it's blazing, right? Sometimes it's just glowing embers, and sometimes, well, it feels like someone's poured water on it.
Definitely felt that.
So today, we're going to become expert fire starters. First, understanding why the flames die down, then learning how to find the right kindling, the right fuel to get that blaze roaring again.
Sounds like a plan. Where do we start?
Okay, so to start our journey, let's get clear on what a dimming spark actually feels like.
Really?
Because it's rarely that sudden inferno going out. Often it's a slow, quiet dimming.
Right, it's insidious sometimes.
Yeah.
And one major sign is just constant exhaustion.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean physical tiredness, though that's often part of it. It's that emotional and mental drain, where even simple tasks feel monumental, like trying to haul logs for that campfire, but your limbs just feel heavy and your spirit feels even heavier.
Yeah, I get that. And you might also find maybe you've stopped dreaming.
Yes, that shift in focus from what could be to just what needs to be done.
Right. Just the to-do list.
Exactly. And it kind of begs the question, doesn't it? When did your mind stop being this playground of possibilities and just become, well, a checklist?
Yeah, that's a really powerful point about lost dreaming. And it connects to another subtle thing we found. When those simple joys, the little things that used to light you up, they just don't bring happiness anymore.
Like that good book or your morning coffee or just a walk in the park, things that used to give you that little spark, that warmth inside.
Yeah.
If they now feel dull or uninteresting, like damp wood that just wouldn't catch fire,
Yeah.
that's a big red flag.
It really is. And it makes you wonder, what's behind that shift?
And sometimes it's this other nuanced indicator, being content, but not really fulfilled.
Okay. Explain that difference.
Well, there's a fine line, isn't there, between appreciating what you have, which is good, and just settling for mediocrity.
Right.
You might have all the markers of a good life on paper, stable job, nice home, whatever, but you still feel that deeper sense that something's missing. Like your inner fire isn't really warming you from the inside out.
So you're comfortable, but not alive.
Precisely. And it raises that question. Are you maybe stifling your true desires, your potential, by just being content?
Yeah.
Are you choosing those comfortable embers over a real flame?
And we also see constant procrastination showing up.
Yes, but not necessarily out of laziness.
No, exactly. It's putting things off because you lack the motivation, the passion for the tasks. It's more of a symptom, not the root cause.
Yeah, like the warning light on your car dashboard.
Perfect analogy. The light isn't the problem. It's just telling you something deeper is going on under the hood that needs attention.
Right. And maybe the most profound sign, feeling disconnected from yourself. Just that sense of being out of touch with your own emotions or your values, maybe even your dreams. It's like looking in the mirror and not quite recognizing the person looking back.
Or feeling your own internal fire as some distant glow rather than a part of you.
Exactly. And when we connect this to the bigger picture, these signs often point towards something like burnout or even apathy.
Okay, let's define those a bit more. Burnout versus apathy.
Sure. So burnout is generally seen as prolonged stress leading to that emotional, physical, mental exhaustion. It makes you feel overwhelmed, drained, maybe helpless, hopeless, even cynical or resentful.
Like your campfire has just been perpetually rained on.
Good way to put it. You feel like you have nothing more to give. Now, apathy. Apathy is a bit different. It's more a curious state of not feeling.
Like indifference.
Exactly. An indifference that just saps your energy and interest. The word literally means without feeling. It's crucial to distinguish this from simple stress. Stress is usually feeling too much, too many pressures, too much going on.
Oh.
Right. Burnout, on the other hand, is often about not enough, feeling empty, devoid of motivation, almost beyond caring. And while you usually know when you're stressed,
Oh, yeah.
burnout can really creep up on you much more subtly.
So, okay, if someone's listening and they're nodding along thinking, yeah, that sounds like me, how do they even begin to figure out if it's just regular stress or if it's heading into burnout or even apathy territory? Is there like a first step for checking in with yourself?
That's a great question. I think a key differentiator that comes up is this. With stress, you often want to do things, but you just feel overwhelmed, like you can't.
Right, too much on your plate.
Exactly. With burnout, the desire itself starts to fade. You don't want to anymore. And with apathy, it's that profound lack of caring altogether.
Wow.
So the first step is really just honest self-observation. What do you feel? What don't you feel? What's your energy like around the things that used to matter to you?
Just noticing.
Just noticing. That simple act is crucial before you can even think about rekindling anything.
That makes perfect sense. Okay, now let's explore why these flames die down. Because it's not just about being busy, is it? There's more to it.
Oh, definitely more. The causes are multifaceted, like different kinds of damp wood that can stifle a fire. For burnout specifically, it often stems from work-related issues.
Yeah, work comes up a lot.
It does. Things like feeling you have little control, maybe a lack of recognition for your efforts, unclear demands, monotonous tasks day after day.
Or just a chaotic, high-pressure environment.
Absolutely. But it's not just professional life. Lifestyle factors play a huge role too.
Like what?
Well, working too much without making time for socializing or relaxing. Lacking those close, supportive relationships. Taking on way too many responsibilities without asking for help. Or maybe not being able to get help. Or simply not getting enough sleep. Basic stuff, but critical. Imagine trying to keep that fire going when you're just constantly exhausted.
Yeah, you've got no fuel in the tank. And sometimes it's even about our personality traits, isn't it?
That's true. Things like perfectionistic tendencies.
Oh.
Many of us are. Or maybe a generally pessimistic outlook, a really strong need to be in control of everything, or that classic high-achieving type A personality. These traits, while they can be drivers, can also inadvertently contribute to the spark fading.
How so?
They can lead to unrelenting pressure, constant self-criticism, basically pushing yourself until there's nothing left. It's like throwing way too much fuel on a small flame all at once. You actually smother it instead of feeding it.
Wow, okay. That's a good visual.
And what's fascinating with apathy is how it often links to pessimism about the future, or maybe going through a series of demoralizing events that leave you feeling like you just can't win.
Yeah, feeling defeated.
Exactly. Whether it's, big societal systems draining your energy, your verve, or simply living life on autopilot.
Yeah.
The common thread is that disconnection from what truly ignites you. You just don't care enough anymore. And paradoxically, you might not even care that you don't care. It's a really quiet kind of extinguishment, almost imperceptible sometimes.
Okay, that's a bit heavy, but understanding the why is crucial. So the good news, you can absolutely get that spark back.
Definitely. It's not a permanent state.
Right. And the way forward seems to follow a kind of 3R approach. Recognize, reverse, and resilience.
I like that framework.
We've talked a lot about recognizing the signs and the roots. So now let's dive into reversing the damage and building that resilience to keep the fire blazing for the long haul.
Okay. So the first crucial step that consistently comes up is to turn to other people.
Connection.
Yes. Social support is like nature's antidote to stress. It helps calm your nervous system, reminds you you're not alone on this journey.
So practically, what does that look like?
It means reaching out to loved ones, friends, family, maybe being a bit more sociable with coworkers if that feels right. Connecting with community groups that actually mean something to you personally.
Finding your tribe.
Finding your tribe, exactly. And there's real power in giving too. Even small gestures, like a kind word or a friendly smile for someone else, can significantly reduce your stress and broaden your social circle. You feel better in the process.
It's like finding others to gather around the fire with you, sharing the warmth.
Beautifully put, yeah.
And building on that idea of connection.
Yeah.
Sometimes the best connection to rekindle is with our inner child. There's a real emphasis on the power of reconnecting with play and hobbies.
Oh, absolutely. Think about it. Children are often joyful because they just play.
Yeah.
without judgment, without an agenda.
Right.
So the suggestion is to try and play like a child again. Dance silly in the park, if you dare, run around without a care,
Right.
or even just turn mundane errands into a little adventure, add a little dance move in the grocery aisle.
Okay, maybe start small.
Maybe start small, but the idea is to infuse fun back into the everyday grind.
Rediscovering those simple pleasures, like finding that light, dry kindling that just needs a tiny spark.
Exactly. You could revisit old hobbies. You used to love fishing, sculpting, playing an instrument.
Yeah.
Or pick up something totally new you've always wanted to try.
Like music theory or a dance class.
Yeah. Or even those, crazy attention-grabbing workouts some people do.
Yeah.
It sounds silly, but many people find their spark again just by learning new things or doing things they were once afraid or maybe too embarrassed to do.
It's about that invigorating sense of accomplishment, maybe, that playful igniting of your spirit.
Precisely.
I love that idea, play like a child. It sounds so freeing. But honestly, for a lot of us, that can feel incredibly vulnerable or just awkward, especially in public.
Oh, for sure. It takes courage.
So is there any advice on overcoming that initial self-consciousness when you're trying to re-engage with something that feels almost childlike?
Yeah, absolutely. The key seems to be starting small and maybe privately at first.
Okay.
Dance in your living room when no one's watching, sing loudly in the shower. Just get used to the feeling yourself.
Build up the comfort level.
Right. Then maybe invite a trusted friend to join you in something low stakes. The idea is to dismantle that judgment you anticipate from others, and crucially, from yourself.
The self-judgment. That's the big one.
It really is. Remember, play is about the process, not the performance. The genuine joy comes from the freedom of expression, not from impressing anyone.
That's a great point. Okay, what else?
Well, there's the incredible power of nature and animals.
Oh, yeah. Big one for me.
Just walking outside, breathing fresh air, getting some sunlight, or spending time with pets, dogs, for example. That unconditional love, zero judgment.
They're just happy you exist.
Exactly. They help you tap into that pure state of just being. They're like these little constant beacons of simple joy.
Totally. And also, reading a good book, that came up too.
Yes. Losing yourself in a story in a good way. It provides an escape, a different kind of joy, especially away from screens and the constant online buzz. Let your mind wander and reconnect.
Important. Now, shifting gears a bit, mindset. Gratitude and self-compassion seem key.
Hugely important. Gratitude is about intentionally noticing and affirming the positive gifts you receive, however small they seem.
Like what? Give me an example.
Oh, anything. Flowers blooming on your walk. Finishing your taxes, that's a gift. Someone holding the door open. Just noticing these things.
So keeping a gratitude journal, maybe?
That's a classic technique. Or just using your senses, really appreciating sights, smells, sounds, textures throughout your day, and regularly expressing thanks, either out loud or internally. It can literally start to rewire your brain for more joy.
Okay, rewire the brain. That sounds significant.
It really is. And this isn't just, fluffy, feel-good advice. There's actual science here. Research demonstrates that a consistent gratitude practice doesn't just feel good. It can literally change neural pathways.
No.
It's shown to activate brain regions linked to pleasure, social bonding, and stress regulation, like the prefrontal cortex. Some studies even suggest it can boost your immune system and reduce pain perception. We're talking tangible shifts in brain chemistry, maybe increases in dopamine and serotonin, those natural mood lifters. It's like a cognitive recalibration for your inner fire.
That's fascinating. Okay, so gratitude is powerful. What about self-compassion? That sounds related, but different.
It is. It's about being kind and understanding towards yourself, especially when you're struggling, just like you would be towards a friend who's having a hard time relighting their fire.
Instead of beating yourself up for feeling dull.
Exactly. Recognize that pain, struggle, recovery. These are shared human experiences. You're not facing this alone, and it's okay to not be okay sometimes. It's about accepting your humanity rather than being critical of yourself for dimming.
So how can someone practice that? Like in a really tangible, everyday way? It sounds nice, but how do you do it?
Okay, a simple exercise. When you notice that inner critic piping up, just pause.
Okay.
Then imagine a close friend telling you the exact same harsh thing you're telling yourself. What would you say to them?
Right, you'd probably be much kinder.
Almost certainly. You'd offer words of comfort, understanding, encouragement. So the practice is then to direct those same words inward to yourself. Treat yourself with the same warmth you'd naturally extend to others.
Okay. I can see how that could shift things. It takes practice, I imagine.
Definitely takes practice, like any skill.
Okay. Now let's talk about work. Since that came up as a major source of burnout, what can you do there?
Well, one approach is to try and reframe how you look at your work. Can you find some value in what you do, even if it's not your dream job?
Focus on the positive aspects.
Yeah, or focus on how your role helps others, or provides a needed service. Making connections, even friendships, at work can also make a big difference.
Building that social support within the workplace.
Exactly. But sometimes, if burnout feels really entrenched or inevitable in a particular situation, taking time off is crucial.
Like a real break.
Yes, a real break to actually recharge. Even a temporary step away can work wonders, letting you get some distance and pursue other recovery strategies we're talking about.
Which raises that question for you, the listener. What aspects of your daily life, especially work, could you maybe reevaluate to find a bit more joy and a little less stress?
A good question to ponder. And of course, we can't forget the foundation, physical well-being. It's the fuel for your fire, right?
Absolutely fundamental. Moving your body.
Yes. Doesn't have to be intense marathon running unless you love that. Jogging, weightlifting, yoga, just dancing around your house. It makes you feel amazing, increases blood flow, makes you feel more present and active.
And sleep. We mentioned it, but it's so critical.
So critical. Getting plenty of good quality sleep and supporting your mood with a healthy diet.
What does that look like, generally?
Generally, minimizing things like excess sugar, refined carbs, maybe too much caffeine for some people, and increasing things like omega-3 fatty acids found in fish or flax seeds, which have good evidence for supporting mood.
It's about asking yourself, is this behavior helping or harming my energy, my internal flame?
Exactly. That constant internal monitoring, but from a place of care, not judgment.
Okay. So finally, to really rekindle that spark and keep it roaring long-term, meaning and purpose.
The big one. This is about identifying what you truly care about most, recognizing your unique strengths and talents.
And figuring out how to use them.
Yes, reflecting on how you can use those strengths to contribute to something larger than yourself, the greater good, however you define that.
It's applying your skills in a way that feels meaningful to you and maybe
Right.
helps the world in some small way.
That's the purpose that keeps the embers glowing, even when the wind blows hard.
So are there exercises for this? How do you find that?
Well, one powerful exercise is to imagine your best possible self. Maybe picture yourself at age 40 or 50 or whatever age feels relevant. Doing what you genuinely love,
Yeah.
caring deeply about it, what does that look like? Feel like?
Visualizing it.
Visualizing it. And another really concrete step is volunteering.
Getting out there and doing something.
Right. Find a community organization that aligns with your interests, your values, and offer your time or skills. It's not just about navel-gazing. It's about trying new things, feeling that invigorating sense of accomplishing something meaningful.
And that can turn adversity, like feeling burnt out, into an opportunity for growth, right? For empowerment.
Absolutely. It helps you feel stronger because you went through the vulnerability. It truly fans the flames.
Wow. Okay, what a deep dive into rekindling your spark. We've really covered a lot.
We have.
And I think the big takeaway is that losing your spark isn't just, getting old or some random phase. It's a real signal.
It's a signal that something needs attention. A warning that your inner fire is dimming and needs tending.
Right. And the path back. It's this powerful combination of looking inward, taking action, and connecting with others.
Remember that 3R approach. Recognize those subtle signs of dimming joy. Reverse the damage by actively seeking support, managing stress, finding play again. And build resilience by nurturing your well-being, your connections, and your sense of purpose.
It sounds like it's about small steps, too.
Absolutely. Doing one thing you enjoy each day, making progress towards a goal, however tiny it seems. It's a gradual process, definitely multi-step.
Like adding small pieces of kindling to a fire, one by one.
Exactly. It's entirely achievable piece by piece.
It really is a journey, isn't it? Not some final destination you arrive at. And maybe the most provocative thought we can leave you with today is this. What if your spark isn't truly lost? What if it's just waiting to be uncovered, like a hidden secret that's always been there, just out of plain sight?
Interesting.
What if that zest for life is actually an inherent part of who you are, just waiting for you to create the right conditions for it to blaze brightly once more? That campfire within you, just waiting for your attention and care.
That's a beautiful thought to end on. We really trust this deep dive is giving you a fresh perspective and maybe some actionable insights you can use.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep stoking that amazing fire within you. We'll see you for the next deep dive.